DJ Hess.
What's going on, guys? DJS here, and I am tired, and it is late my time, but I'm going to bring you guys a video here. This is the final round of the Moon gameplay that I had with no box and no guns. Basically, I'm just using PhD flopper and grenades and claymores. And this is really the dagger that screwed everything up. Is this happening right here? I got fucking speed cola instead of juggernog, and I was too lazy to wait around for it, so I ended up getting kind of screwed, and I didn't end up making it past round 26. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys watch the gameplay as I give you guys a little weekend recap of this last week. It's been kind of crazy, but basically I just went to Vegas on Thursday. So I got to Vegas about 9:30 a.m. and I wandered around, met some of my buddies up for a bachelor party, and we just hung out and gambled and drank through the day. It was a really kind of a hectic day. And then so here's the thing. We went out that night to Rock Vegas, which is in New York, and it was a crazy time. We ended up we had to pay like $80 a person, but we got obviously in for free, and then we got actually 4 bottles. It included 4 bottles of hard alcohol, and not 4 drinks, not 4 pitchers, but 4 full-size bottles. And for $80 each, that was a steal. And it's because one of my buddies actually did security at that venue, and so he hooked it up, and they had a little cocktail waitress that helped us the whole night, and it was just a wild fun time. A lot of my buddies were just, I don't know, it was just a crazy time. But regardless of that, we got done with the club about 2 o'clock. People started thinning out, and there was I think it was about 8 or 9 guys started thinning out, and then all of a sudden I was like, all right guys, peace, I'm gonna be out of here, I'm gonna go gamble. And I'm wandering around, and I have a little clip of me wandering around Vegas that I'll post, but just kind of around the strip a little bit. And look at that. This is the other thing I did wrong in this gameplay. I didn't use a PhD flopper. First thing, that's the very first thing I should have bought, and I didn't. And as a result, I ended up downing myself by hitting that stupid lander. But anyway, back to the story. So Vegas, we split ways, and all of a sudden I'm wandering the streets and the casinos in Vegas like a nomad at 3 a.m. and I'm just finding different games to just gamble on and stuff. But I was pretty damn tired. I couldn't sleep much the night before. I went to bed at midnight, woke up at 5 a.m. or midnight, 1 o'clock, woke up at 5 a.m. And I had to pull an all-nighter basically because my flight ended up leaving, as I mentioned in my previous videos, ended up leaving at 7 a.m. The next day. So I spent 22 hours in Vegas and stayed up all night and barely made it through. I mean, I was pretty damn beat. But here's a kicker. I had to come home, got home about 10:30 a.m. and slept till about 12, and I had to get up and head down to Portland to DJ a wedding, and then the wedding was supposed to go to midnight. Got home actually a little bit earlier than that. Then basically got to sleep for most of the day. Had to get up on Saturday at about 11 and head for a 2-hour drive up to Washington to DJ another wedding. So back-to-back nights was just wild. I mean, it was just really, really, really tiring, and it was to the point where I could drink a 5-hour energy. I drank Red Bulls, Rock Stars. I could drink those and instantly fall asleep. It was that tiring. But Vegas was crazy, and we ended up chatting with some girls, and they were from Sweden or something like that. And I didn't realize this for a long time. They were up just hanging out in the VIP area with us, because not only do we have bottle service, we had a full huge VIP section up at the very front of the nightclub next to the DJ. The DJ was actually pretty cool. I mentioned to him that I'm a DJ as well, and he was using music videos, and I could relate, because I do music videos as well. So we were chatting for a second, and he actually knows one of my mutual friends that actually DJs in Vegas as well, so it was pretty cool. But we were right next to the DJ, and the cocktail waitress was helping us out the whole time, and she was pretty awesome too. And then but these girls from Sweden came through, and I didn't realize that they were foreign. One of them looked like that girl, like I don't want to be mean, but like the Jewish girl, I think from Glee. I don't know her name, but anyway, this one girl looked just like her, except for she was like a little bit prettier, and she was very like conservatively dressed, but she looked very like really nice and like sweet. But I didn't talk to her much, and then all of a sudden, like we crossed paths, and I was just chatting with her for a second, and she like couldn't understand a goddamn word I was saying, and I was like, how? And so I found out she was from like Switzerland, I guess it was, or Sweden. I can't remember which one. It's kind of unfortunate that I don't even remember that, but I was a little intoxicated. And we were chatting, and her friend was as well, but her friend spoke better English. But I couldn't. I was just flabbergasted. I was like, "Hey, like, how do you know all these songs?" Because they were playing like every song that I would play basically in the nightclub, and I told them I'm a DJ and stuff, and of course, girls are usually impressed with that for some stupid reason. Um, but I was like, "How do you know these songs if if you're not even from this country?" She's like, "Oh, it's really popular over back where she's at too." So I was like, "Wow, this is weird." But she doesn't know how to say anything. Like I told her she looked pretty, and like I'm not a sleazebag. I told him I'm like, yeah, I'm married. I showed a picture of my wife to the girls and stuff, and I was like, this is my wife and stuff. Um, because my wife's pretty anyway. I mean, like, I'm not ashamed of being married to my wife. She's awesome. But I was like, I wasn't really hitting on this chick. I was just kind of telling her she was cute, like conservatively dressed and cute, and stuff like that. So I didn't. My wife wouldn't be offended. I would say it right in front of her face there. So, but this girl couldn't understand what the hell I was talking about. So I was like, then I was like, I don't know if she thinks I'm like just crazy or hitting on her or whatever. But she seemed pretty receptive, and honestly, she seemed a little let down when I told her I was married, which is kind of like, oh, that's weird. But there, the only thing she could do is like, because my buddies were trying to get her number and stuff, and she's like, she didn't really understand. She just kept on saying Facebook because she wanted them to check out Facebook. But we never followed through with that stuff, and I ended up leaving that night. The rest of my buddies are still in Vegas through the weekend, but man, it was a crazy time though. Let me tell you. And uh, so yeah, man, I've just had one of those weekends, and now it's like pretty late in the morning when I'm doing this commentary at like 4 in the morning on Saturday night, and so I'm just exhausted. But I don't know why I can't go to bed right now. So my clock is all screwed up, and now I have to like hang out with the wife. I get to hang out with the wife. I haven't get to see her all weekend since I've been working, but I get to hang out with her on Sunday, and when you guys are going to be seeing this video, and I think we're going to go to the pumpkin patch and stuff like that, and so it should be a pretty mellow day. But that's kind of a weekend recap. For you guys. If you guys want to hear more like this, a couple of you guys mentioned you liked it from the other one I did on the battlefield gameplay that I had. So I figured I'd do another one. But again, this is my last PhD, no guns and no mystery box. So just PhD flopper and whatnot only. And unfortunately, I don't have my perks. I just have the one for PhD flopper. That's it. And I really need a jug. So I ended up dying, and this is going to be the end of the video. But if you guys like this series, or if you're new to it, please check the related videos, and you'll go back and see some of the previous videos. But if you guys do like the series or the video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. I don't gain anything from it. It's just I guess common courtesy to give it a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't give it a thumbs up. But that's how it works. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully you guys had a good weekend. And I'm looking forward to next weekend because I have a couple more DJ gigs. Halloween weekend, it's always kind of exciting. And that's about all I got for you guys. So again, hope you guys like this. This was the end of the No Guns, No Mystery Box. And I think I'm going to work on another zombie challenge here right after this. So enjoy, guys, and we'll catch you later.